Alexei and Marina lived together for almost 10 years. Their marriage seemed perfect from the outside: a cozy home, 2 children, a stable job and mutual respect. But behind the external facade there were cracks that became deeper over time. Alexei was a successful engineer, spent a lot of time at work, often staying late. Marina stayed at home with the children, did housework and tried to maintain the family hearth. At first, this suited both of them, each did his own thing. But gradually, a distance arose between them. Marina felt lonely. Alexei stopped noticing her efforts, was not interested in her thoughts and feelings. They spent evenings in silence or in front of the TV, without heart-to-heart talks. A feeling of emptiness and resentment grew inside her. One day, Marina met Igor, an old childhood friend who had recently returned to the city after a long business trip abroad. Their meeting was accidental. They ran into each other in a cafe where Marina stopped for coffee. The conversation started easily and naturally, as if no time had passed. Igor was attentive and caring. He listened to Marina's stories about her life, was interested in her feelings and dreams. With each passing day, their meetings became more frequent. Marina felt the warmth and support that she so lacked at home. Gradually, a feeling arose between them that could not be ignored: attraction and the desire to be close to each other. Marina understood that she was cheating on Alexei, but an inner voice told her, "You deserve happiness." One evening, Igor invited Marina for a walk through the night city. They walked along deserted streets, talking about life and the future. At that moment, Marina felt alive like never before. Their relationship grew into a romance, a secret and forbidden world where she could be herself without masks and pretense. But with each passing day, the burden of guilt became heavier. Alexei noticed changes in his wife's behavior. She became more withdrawn, often leaving the house under various pretexts. He tried to talk to her, but she distanced herself. New characters at this time: a new colleague appears in Alexei's life, Dmitry. He is a young, ambitious specialist with a bright charisma and a great sense of humor. Alexei begins to be friends with him at work. Dmitry becomes not only a friend for him, but also a kind of mentor in matters of his personal life. Dmitry notices changes in Alexei's mood and invites him to spend the weekend fishing, to escape from problems and relax. While fishing, Alexei shares his worries about his family and how lonely he feels even among people. Dmitry advises him to spend more time with his wife and children. Family is the most important thing. Don't miss out on what you have. These words make Alexei think about his priorities. Conflict. Meanwhile, Marina begins a conflict with her friend Svetlana. Svetlana has always been a supporter of traditional values. She considers betrayal unacceptable and condemns Marina's actions. When Svetlana finds out about her friend's affair with Igor, she tries to convince her to break off the relationship. "You'll destroy your family." Marina is confused. She understands that Svetlana is right, but she cannot give up her feelings for Igor. This leads to tension between the friends. Svetlana begins to avoid communicating with Marina. Turning point: one day, Alexei decides to follow his wife and sees Marina meeting with Igor in the park. His heart was breaking from the pain of betrayal. That evening they talked for a long time, for the first time in many years, openly and honestly. Marina confessed everything: loneliness, feelings for Igor, fear of losing her family. Alexei was a broken man. He did not know how to live on. But his love for his wife was stronger than the pain of betrayal. They decided to see a family psychologist to try to understand each other again and find a way to forgiveness. Psychological help. During their sessions with a psychologist, they began to open up to each other about their feelings. Alexei talked about his work and the pressure he was experiencing. Marina shared her fears about the future of a family without love. The psychologist suggested exercises to improve communication, for example, to set aside time every evening for frank conversations without the distractions of phones or TV. Reconciliation. Marina ended her relationship with Igor and devoted herself to her family. She began to actively participate in the lives of her children. She enrolled them in hobby groups and began to spend more time with them. Alexei began to devote more time to the house and his wife. He began to cook dinners on weekends with the children. This became a new tradition for the family. Svetlana saw changes in Marina's life. She realized her mistake in condemning her friend and decided to support her on the path to restoring her relationship with her husband. New stage despite all the difficulties, Alex. You keep the love. Eventually they realized the importance of communicating with each other. Now they could openly talk about their feelings without fear of being misunderstood or judged. This story shows the complexity of human relationships and the importance of honesty as a foundation for building a strong family.